Hey guys, welcome back to the best Pajero content available on the whole entire YouTube. We're back, boys. We're back. You will obviously have seen the trip that we did, which where Maddie, or over there, decided to blow up. And today, well, over the next few days, I think, I'm going to be taking her head off, cylinder head, full on cylinder head. This is not going to be a how-to, but hey, Reva, come here. It's not going to be a how-to because if I do a how-to, it will take way too long. And yeah, no, it will just take way too long. So I'm just going to do it and just step you through what I did kind of and what I'm about to do and not individually show you every single little thing. I don't know how entertaining it's going to be, but it's content. So let's hop into it. Over here, this is the engine bay, as we all know. That's usually what happens when you get something underneath a hood or a bonnet, as real people like to call it. Anyway, this is what we're going to have to do. Take off the whole intercooler system, the fuel system, which is inside there, inlets and exhaust manifold off, and then all these heater pipes that run along here. Then it is a 14 size, well, let me show you actually, a 14 torque something, what, no, I lie. 14 mil 12 point socket. Focus. There we go. Great. 14 mil 12 point socket. Don't try use a normal socket because then you will strip the bolt. No, Rover, stop it. So what we're going to do, guys, first things first, take off the intercooler. I'm just going to put you on time lapse, play the music and send it. Figure out which bolts do what and bag and tag, boys and girls, bag and tag. Let's send it. There we go, just like that. YouTube magic. Intercooler's off. I'm just gonna put some toilet, like paper towel in there, in the inlet and on the turbo side over here. And yeah, here it is. Not too bad, to be honest, but yeah. I think next what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna go ahead and go for, see which sides I have to put bolts. I either have to take off on the inlet and outlet manifold side, and then or the fuel rail side. Yeah, I'm gonna quickly go check the manual again, which is on my laptop, and then come down and then I will tell you exactly what we're doing next. After much contemplation and looking at the manual, I'm gonna take off this boost pipe over here, this air intake, probably the air box, and then start taking off the inlet manifold, which is gonna be a proper B1TH of a job. Because you guys can't even see. I mean, the lighting of it is really bad, but obviously there's one bolt over there and the other bolt will be behind it, back under like there, and vice versa. So when you get to the exhaust manifold, I'm going to have to do some proper, I don't know, magic fingers to get the bolts off. But anyway, let's get these boost pipes off and then see how much more space we have. Just like that, the boost pipes are off. This tiny little spoolie boy over there. This thing is so small. I love it. It is tiny. Yeah, I mean, it's actually not in bad condition. I looked at it the last time. It seems okay, to be honest with you. But yeah, so now, yeah, you guys are going to see I'm going to try and get all these bolts off the inlets. Like there's one there, the other one's over there. And repeat that pattern all the way along. So it's going to be quite hard, but I'm going to check on time lapse again and send it and see how much of the bolts I can get off. I mean, if push comes to shove, I might just have to take off the whole turbo from the bottom here. Really doing that as like a last resort, but let's find out. I just want to try and get this side clean and then we can go and attack the fuel side. So let's try and get the inlet manifold off. So you guys saw me taking off all of the studs, or trying to get all the studs off of the main inlet manifold. What I did see now is that it's quite easy to take off more of the studs from the outlet manifold. So that's what I'm going to go do. It's a lot more accessible, a lot more space. and hopefully we don't break any. But yeah, because as soon as I can move that, then I can get access to the rest of them. So I'm going to try and do that and see if that successfully works. Let's see. That was an absolute mission, but I guess it is, yeah, it's off almost. It's gonna come and loosen off the rest of the bolts. So I did take the exhaust manifold off first. Yeah, got all the bolts off. So I'm just gonna see how far I can pull it out and then disconnect the EGR from there, see how much space we have to pull it off, and then see if I can't get the top inlet manifold off. So let me just take off some of the bolts and I'll show you guys, well, yeah, as soon as I get it loose. Okay guys, we're gonna quickly take the EGR off. So yeah, let's quickly bolt this, or unbolt it and just take it off. There we go, EGR is loose, very lacquer. So now we're gonna try and see how much of this exhaust manifold we can also try and get off, and this inlet manifold. So that's going to be coming up like now. Exhaust manifold is loose, guys and girls, as you can see. However, there's a line over here with the water cooling for the turbo. So I'm going to quickly take off that banjo and then should be able to pull it off a little bit. Let's see. After consulting the manual, what I have seen is I'm going to have to take off the inlet manifold first. I'm going to try and get to all the bolts. Yeah, I'm not going to show you doing that because it's very boring. I'm going to quickly try to attack the inlet manifold on the top and take it from there. So as you guys can see, I have got the exhaust manifold off, way looser, and the intake. I have to take just this rail off there. I think as part of the power steering pump. Yeah, I think it is. So I'm going to take that off, this off, then remove pretty much the inlet manifold and put it on the table. So I'm going to get that done and then show you as soon as it's done. There's one more little stubborn bolt, like right there, as you can see. So I'm going to get that off. Then we're going to pull them out, put it there. Then we'll basically have the inlet and exhaust manifold off. Actually, not bad. Not too bad. Hey guys, look at this. This is progress. And just like that, we have the inlet and exhaust manifold off. And yeah, looking okay, I guess. I mean, quite a bit of carbon buildup, but nothing too severe. I mean, on the inside of the inlet, I mean, it's, yeah, not bad at all. So now, what I think I'm going to do is just unbolt all the rest of the ancillary pipes that go around the head. And then we're going to start on this side, obviously. Disconnect this, and then disconnect this. And then, yeah, the fuel rail will come out next. So, yeah, work your way around the engine like that. And then I'm going to tack that. And we can start taking off the valve cover. And then it's just take off all the head bolts, which is going to be, they are very tight. So, it's going to be interesting. But yeah, I'm going to just find out what size all these bolts are and take them all off. And just like that, we've taken pretty much all of those bolts off. So now what I have to do as well, I've just realized, is the water pump. I'm going to have to take this off over here. Because, yeah, this is basically inside the cylinder head over here. And I'm just going to undo 1, 2, and just pull that off completely like that. Because that houses the whole water pump onto the block. So, yeah, basically I'm going to replace the water pump as well while I'm there. Because this thing was a whole cooling issue, essentially. I'm just going to do that while I'm there. And then, also while I am here, I'm going to just move this little guy over here and just pull him off, because this is also a part of the, oh, there we go, part of the vacuum solenoid for the boost, for the turbo, for the, because you know how much we love the boost on the channel here, even though I'm pretty much NA all the way. Now we're not, now we're boosty boys. So yeah, if this eventually does want to come off. Okay, I'm going to take that off. And then we're going to start taking off everything this side over here. Next thing we're going to do, guys, is take off these fuel line rail thingamajigges, right? So it's 18, and you just literally put it there, and you and you just turn. And yeah, kind of can't really do it with one hand. No. So I'm going to put you down, time lapse taking them all out, and then I'm going to take off this ground on the rail over here, and all the glow. I think these are the glow plugs. I think these are the glow plugs, because this goes down to the glow plug solenoid. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. These are the glow plugs. So I'm gonna leave them all in, and obviously when I get it onto the bench, now I'll take them all out individually. So let's send it. This is a rusty boy, and this is a spoolie boy. And we're back, guys. Look at this. No bonnet, so much more light, so much more space. Should have done this in the beginning. Yeah, I didn't record it because, yeah, just didn't. But now we're going to start with taking off the rocker cover. Yeah, so I think first the water pump, actually. I'm going to quickly take the water pump off. It's going to look something like that. Hey, and look at that, guys. We're out. YouTube magic is the best. What I did find, though, which I think actually might have caused my overheating, is this piece of silicone was stuck in, which side? The outlet side on the water pump over there. So that was jamming the water from flowing to the back of the cylinder head over here. Completely jammed and stuck my pinky inside there, and it's just bone dry. And you can see there's still a bit of water and moisture down here. I mean, I can feel that it's still wet. You know, I can feel that I can feel that there's like moisture there. There is absolutely nothing. So that could have been the detriment of this 4M40. Well, its head, not the whole block, because the block's like bulletproof. Right, guys. So yeah, after that, I think what I'm going to start doing now is taking off the rocker cover. So let's put it on time lapse. Let's send it. And now for the grand revealing. Drum roll, please. There we go. It's getting there. There we go. How about that? Actually, not too bad, guys. I'm actually really shocked. I'm shooketh, as I'd say. I mean, relatively clean. Very, very clean. I'm very shocked. Extremely shocked. Wow. So, let's do a bit of, let's put this down somewhere, and then I'm going to come to a bit of chatting over here. Alright, guys. So, here we are, on top of the 4M40, with some irritated, come dogs, outside, come, move, out. Sorry about that. So, here we are, on top of the 4M40, guys, and I am actually so impressed with how clean it is. These lobes are phenomenally clean. Hardly any scoring. I mean, wow. So this motor was an import motor. And also it's got a new timing chain on, which is very lacquer. One less thing to worry about. So I'm very, very impressed. Extremely impressed, actually. So, wow. This is, can't believe how clean it is. Jeepers creepers. Anyway, so now we're going to carry on tearing it apart. So that's pretty cool. This 4M40's got these weird inserts at the front of like rubbery. So so you basically can undo this bolt over here, and I'm just going to cable tie it, and then Bob's your uncle. That's it. There is some sort of special tool, but you don't need that. You can make a plan. So now to undo these bolts, the head bolts, and the tensioner, which is over there, and boom, take the bad boy out, get some good head. I mean, sorry, take the head out. Got the rocker cover off, as you guys did see. It's lying over there. Great success. So now these things are called front packing and rear packing over there. These like weird little, I don't even know, these weird little like rubber things that Mitsubishi decided to put in their head. for some other reason. And now we just have to basically, oh, there we go, just take them out. So there's the back one. So I'm going to chuck them in the, no, let me not put that inside there. No. Chuck them inside there. And then front one. Seems a little bit harder than the rear one. So what I might do is I might just do this and take these pliers, some long nose pliers, and just, oh no, come on. Because in order to get this bolt off where the camshaft is, there we go, just like that. Very nice. I've got a feeling that these are replaceable. I would hope so. Very clean, guys. I can't believe how clean this thing is. Next, the tensioner. So let's take that off. Ooh, very loose. Not tight at all, I must say. I was just thinking to myself how little tools I've used, really, or how little, I mean, not how little tools, how much power I've had to put in bolts to get them all out. It really isn't that much, which is pretty interesting. They always say, like, never over tighten bolts, especially into aluminium heads, like this one. It's also a little tech tip. That's it. It's now loosened. There we go. Okay. Great. Now move on to the next step. So as I showed you now, there is basically a holding bolt over here, and the front of the bolts holding the camshaft over here. This is a 19, and this is a 28 or a 30. I'm using a 30. But anyway, yeah, it's gonna work. And this is quite interesting. It's anti-clockwise, so it's instead of obviously being like, you know, instead of being the other way around, it's the other way around. So pretty interesting. Not gonna lie to you. So I'm turning it this way, so anti-clock, which is quite interesting. And then zip ties, cable ties, whatever the hell you want to call them, to hold the sprocket and the timing chain together. I guess let's give it a bash and see what happens. Got no idea how this is going to work, but okay, sure. I need some more leverage, I can tell you that right now. So let me go get a bigger spanner. I've got my big F-off come loose bar, so let's give it a bash. Let's see what happens here. Should be okay. As you guys saw, I was struggling over here, and I was basically tightening it instead of loosening it. Idiot. And also I brought my big come loose bar, my F-off come loose. Okay, so your BFH, your big hammer, that one, yes, in tool form, in other tool form, ratchet form. So let's try this again. My genius prevails. We're using an adjustable wrench and a tie down to tie down my motorbike on the back of a trailer. So I'm gonna give it a bash and see what happens. So on the arrow over here, it says to tighten, you turn it that way. So that is that's anti-clockwise. So to loosen, we go clockwise. So let's give it a bash and see what happens. Just like that, we have it out. What a win. Love when a plan comes together. You don't need all the tools in the world. You just need the right ones. Can't believe I got that bolt off. I still don't know what on earth. I love it though, you know? When you make a plan, you make a plan. No one asks questions. It just works. So I've tied the timing chain to the sprocket. And now there is a special method. I'll put the diagram up over here somewhere that, yeah. I'll maybe form 1 or 2 bolts, but I'm really going to get the diagram and then I'm going to start undoing all of the head bolts accordingly. But yeah, we'll chuck up the diagram somewhere here. You'll see it. Maybe like pause the frame and that. But anyway, and then I'm just going to get stuck right into that. Super keen on the progress we're making though, guys. Super stoked. Again, guys, we're back. Sorry, I went to go and eat some dinner. It was amazing. We had pork steak, stir fry. And there's my cat. Come thousand. Sorry. Yeah, my cat. As I was saying, stir fry and Amelia as well on the braai, not the barbecue, the braai. But anyway, back to this. So this is the pattern I'm going to be using to take out the head bolts. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I'll put a photo up somewhere as well. But 1, 2, 3's there. So it's a little bit different, but hey, I'm going to put you guys on time lapse and just send it. So music's going to hit, bolts are going to come off, and full send. Let's do it. As you guys saw over there, I was struggling a bit in the beginning, but then, yeah, I just put a bit more power in my come loose bar. Please don't judge me. It's the only way I could do it. My breaker bar doesn't fit on these 1/4 inches. Should have got a 1/2 inch 12 point, but borrowing these 12 points from my mate. So it's going to work. Yeah, I'm going to time lapse the rest of them. I'm on bolt number 15, I think. No, I lie. 17. Let's see. Yeah. Bolt number 17. So we only have a couple bolts more. Time lapse them. Then let's try to get this head off. So that was all the hard work done, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly loosen up all of them. Now they're literally finger loose. I'm just going to go around from the front, work my way back. And then as soon as I got all the bolts out, you'll catch me trying to get the head off. So yeah, let's quickly get these bolts out. Then I'm going to try to take the head off. And this should be pretty satisfying. Yeah, so that is amazing. Time lapse, I'm going to do all of that. Really like it. And as you saw, guys, magnets are so important. So now comes the fun part. I don't even know how, yeah, this is going to be, to get the cylinder head off is going to be absolutely insane. Yeah, I'm going to literally try off camera just to get it a bit loose before I lift the whole thing up because, wow, this looks like it's going to be an absolute job and a half because it looks like it's in here. So I'm going to get a mallet and just hit the engine mounts, all these lifting points until the thing starts moving a bit. So let me try and get this head slightly loose. So guys, I have made the head loose. Yeah, I have moved it with a hammer. You can't really see now. So I'm gonna have to try and somehow, with great difficulty, there we go, lift this thing up by myself and take it to the workbench. So first things first, I'm gonna come and clear a spot for it over here because I think it's gonna be absolutely, excuse me, I think it's gonna be ridiculously heavy. So I'm gonna put a cloth down and then we can put it straight on top of that. Let's get it. Yes. Yes, get in. That is lovely. Absolutely lovely. Right. Let's put this on the workbench. I'll come grab you guys now. Just like that, guys. That's how you MacGyver a cylinder head out. So when I put it back in, I will be using that. Yeah, that was quite savage. I'm not going to lie, but it did work. And looking at the condition of the pistons, they are looking absolutely incredible still. My pistons and my actual lining of my cylinders, my cylinder walls. Man, they look good. So these little check on the top here, that's all real reinforced sleeves from the factory, which is quite cool to know. Yeah, I mean, it looks like that's... So remember I told you that this was blocked, and I can confirm that by feeling on the top here, there is not a drop of coolant in it. You can see on the lower pipe, there is coolant. So that could have been the detriment of the overheat, but it was blowing out from somewhere here. But anyway, that's out, so I'm stoked about that. Let's have a look at the cylinder head. So guys, as you can see, this is the cylinder head. Yeah, I'm going to turn it over and figure out where we have a crack or no cracks, or where it was absolutely shooting out from. I've got no idea yet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly examine it, and then if I find something, I will then obviously bring the video back and see how it's going. I've been looking at this head, and guys, I really am, I don't know. I've got no words. I've literally got no words. No visible cracks. No anything. Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't really tell you if it's straight or not, because I mean, it's not really sitting on a very straight angle at the moment, but I'm going to get the level out and we can have a look, but I don't really... Because the bench could also be slightly... I don't know. I don't even know, guys. I honestly have got no idea. Yeah, there's no cracks, there's nothing. It's an absolute mystery. Total mystery. I'm gonna have to get it taken in to go to the guys, to the cylinder head guys, and let them have a look. Because, I mean, even on the head gasket, there's nothing that really gives it away, to be extremely honest with you. Because I started feeling the pressure loss over here. There's a bit of a deterioration over there, so that could have caused something, because all the rest of the pieces on the gasket do not have that. So no idea, guys. I'm honestly blown away, because I mean, if there was something hectic, it would have been like, wow, in your face, boom. But now there's nothing. So I guess that's gonna wrap up today's video, guys. This wasn't a how-to. This is just taking the cylinder head of my Pajero to try and diagnose a problem, and well, I've got no words. I've honestly got no words. But you know the drill, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all those good things. Comment. Let me know what you think the problem is, if you know, because I don't. I'm so confused, but it was fun. It was a really cool experience, and it actually did it pretty quickly. So now the next part's going to be a bit longer, but progress shall be made. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to always send it. Catch you guys on the next one.